Fuck Trent.
Where is he at?
He's not here. That's positive right now. So take it while you can get it. Go Bear.
Bush.
Not really. It's not Dutch Bear. Hi guys, are we live?
Hey. Are we?
3.
Yeah.
Can't hear nothing though. Is the song playing?
Is the song playing?
I can't hear it.
I can't hear it either. Oh shit, I forgot my phone in there.
It's dead quiet right now.
The silence. Trent would be.
All right, everybody. Did that come through okay?
We didn't hear nothing.
Nah, nothing.
Okay.
We didn't hear nothing.
We're fixing that right now. We're doing that over.
I hear shit. Oh,
Good thing Pornhub's not up.
Very best news, tech and interviews with the biggest names in drag racing. From street racing to no prep, backtrack to treeside, grudge racing, NHRA, and no prep kings. No prep kings. MSK covers it all. Don't be that guy. Be sure to like and subscribe to get all the latest from MSK. MSK. Now, please welcome your hosts. From MSK, the video wizard himself, Brian Bowie. From Anarchy No Prep and the No Prep Drag Racing Association, Trent, voice of reason, Eckhardt. And straight off the streets of America, the man, the myth, the legend, capital OG, and master of the flashlight, Chris Limpy Collins. And now it's time for the show.
he gone. Right lane.
Alrighty.
Hello, people.
So,
Trent?
Hello,
what's going
gentlemen.
on?
Limpy Hap, Mr. Cotis.
What's going on?
I feel very outbearded here.
You should.
Yeah, I'm used to it.
Yeah, starting to come in. I could tug it a little bit.
I remember elementary school.
That's what she said.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well,
One of us is not the same. But anyways.
The flavor.
very
saver.
true.
All right, everybody. So we have Happy with us. You all know him from Kentucky Cash Days, and I see him all the live feeds everywhere, giving us all the action on the street, along with the Grandmaster Wizard on the flashlight, Limpy there. And we also have Mike Kodas from, as you can see my background behind me right here, MKE Real Takeover. So I'm excited for that. And of course, we have our host, co-host here, Trent from Anarchy, No Prep.
Going on.
And
Thank you.
all right,
Thank you very much.
there you go. And the hand signal.
Feel the love from
We
Limpy.
got to have the hand signal. All right. So, well, we're going to get started today. We're going to be talking a lot about some of the events coming up, drag racing and events and period in general. And we're going to get started.
Hey, Brian.
And yes.
Brian Ripple. What's up, going? What did you do to your camera?
Yeah, it looks like you're still trying
later.
to download.
I'm like it's like AOL called. They want their shit back. Like, what did you do?
That's the green screen.
You look okay in the little one, but when you're big on the screen, it's like just like very pixely. I
blurry.
don't know.
Yeah, I'll get it fixed. Not right now.
That's okay. I'm just curious. I finally got a proper mic stand, so I don't have the microphone coming horizontally across my world anymore.
Oh,
You
I like
gotta-
it that
You
way.
ain't got to reach for it no more.
Well, I gotta say, yeah, you can.
Just right in front of me.
He goes right for it. I can't do that.
Oh, you're terrible.
Put our
Yeah,
hand
it's
around
open,
it, now
open
you
wide. You know, 2 hands around it. You know, there you go.
It's big and black.
Oh boy.
He's used to that.
hmm
Oh boy.
It's crooked too, but I'll have to live with it for now.
Curve to the right.
Oh boy.
You guys are the worst and the best all at the same time. Boost the next victim. Chris Hall, I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Okay, so
we were talking
no,
about it.
I'll address this. So we were supposed to have.
Dude, you're so loud. Holy shit.
Okay, this should be a little better now.
That's okay. That's okay. It's always a work in progress. That's what makes it
Yeah,
fun.
we have a reschedule on our guest that we had for tonight. He had a flight to catch, so he will be on next week.
There's a
And
come
hopefully
up
on the guest
somewhere.
Yeah, Beaterbaum will be with us next week, hopefully. I said this week he had to take care of some stuff, so hang on tight. You'll see him here. And so let's get going and let's talk about cash days. How about that?
That works.
Does this sound good?
Cash Days.
Yeah.
You mean Cash Days 2.0 with 100% less Amazon warehouse? That one?
Yep.
Well, hold
That
on.
could
Let's play a video to remind everybody what it was like. I think
Oh, boy.
everybody kind of forgot.
We-
Just a teaser a little bit.
It's like the remix. I love it. Much better.
Talk about dirt road tune-up. Who you got to call?
Speak of the man, there he is.
What I like about that is all that Skrilla with 30
That's
something
right.
cars, all with 30 something cars.
That's right.
Absolutely.
36.
Happy kind of rewrote the book with that one. You made the rest of us all look bad.
30 racks.
Yeah.
It's a lot of racks though. Can't hate on
I'm
it.
trying again.
You know what
I'm
the best
trying.
part is you actually paid out more than what you said you're going to pay out. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Especially in
Very
light
rare.
of recent events, right? Is he even on yet, Limp? I didn't see
Oh.
any comments
Oh boy.
yet. And the private chat turned on there.
Yeah.
So here, let's do this.
I got some
Excuse me.
pictures loaded up for you too, Happy, of all the
Okay.
let's go
Oh,
on
yes.
updates.
The
Are they
upgrades
PG?
and stuff.
Yep. We'll
Oh,
kind of get into it a little bit here.
Of the track itself, you're talking about? Of Decker Brothers Racing?
Yeah, we're gonna show a few pictures here, kind of some updates and changes for everybody. You guys saw what happened last time. It's gonna be a whole nother ball game this
Oh,
time.
yeah.
You guys are definitely gonna want to be there this time. So we have bleachers as an improvement for everybody, for the guests. And if you guys didn't notice, there's concrete all the way up to the wall up there too.
All the way up to the wall?
Yeah.
You mean like the surface is
Yeah.
concrete?
Yep.
All the
So
way
you see
over.
how And you see all the people behind there now. So now they made some changes. So now you can stand above on the track, so you're not behind the cars and everything, getting everything all on at the starting line, getting the starting line messed up. So that you
It's
have
a fancy banner stand right there. I like it.
Yep.
So that'll be nice for all the betting. You guys can get off the track that way. And you can see here they've added concrete walls in there, filled everything in.
God, it looks good.
I can't believe through this cold weather they've done all that already. It's
I
amazing.
know. They're still out there working on it. I mean, every day they possibly can get, they're working on it.
It's
It'll be badass.
it's wild. It's wild to see that level of commitment, going into that facility.
Yep.
You
I'm
know, it's
excited
just-
about it.
As you should be. We're all very jealous in your behalf and envious and proud and a whole lot of other emotions. It's fucking badass, dude. Badass.
Mm-hmm. So for sure, definitely. Did they already finish grading the concrete or like fixing the surface?
They went across it one time with
Fucking
some
Harry
acid,
Potter.
and what it did, it just knocked the shine off of it and it etched it. So
Oh, okay.
they're going to go back again and do another like acid wash, and it
Okay.
ought to make it more like a brushed concrete surface. That's what we're hoping for. But
Okay,
there's
nice.
rumors already flying around. I got some messages today from a couple people, and there's messages. There's people saying that the surface hasn't changed, and it is night and day difference from what it was.
Well, have they been there? Like, you can look at the pictures
Well-
and tell it's changed. Like, it's really obvious.
Yeah, the message I got said that somebody was down there 2 weeks ago, and they walked
Hmm.
out on the surface, and there's
Oh.
nothing been done to it, but it's night and
Mhm.
day. Now
Oof.
we want to go test and show everybody that it's changed, but then I'm going to be the asshole, and everybody's going to say, "Well, y'all was down there testing. You had something down there. Now you got data on the track."
Mm-hmm.
So-
Mhm.
We want to prove that it's been changed and it's going to be faster, but I don't want to
What?
be.
Why don't you
Yeah.
just get the Tesla and the Big Tire finalist and rerun that finalist? See how that turns out.
And it'd be different.
I bet.
It'll be different. I'm going down there in a couple weeks. Going to get some pictures, post them, and everybody will be able to see the difference in the concrete. And if we do get out and test, we're probably going to run a car that's not going to be in the event. I just don't want there to be any rubber. I want it to be virgin, fresh.
Sure.
Be sure to
Yeah.
test both lanes,
Yep. Oh yeah, for sure.
both of them.
Both
Yeah.
of them. Trademark thelimpy.com. Both of them.
Jeremy, the guy that owns the track, he's got a 6-second streetcar Nova. So we're probably going to make a couple passes with it just to show the difference. And then nobody should be able to get upset then.
Nice.
How local is that orange Vega wagon that did the nice pirouette last time?
I'm not exactly sure where he's from. I know his name's Jason Hayes. I don't know
Okay.
exactly where he's from, but he says he's coming back. He said he would have ran it again the way it was, the surface identical to how it was. Everybody's great. I mean, the people that says they'd come back and do that same surface again, they're
Fucking
wild.
crazy. They're
Yeah,
They
they
are fucking crazy. After
That's,
the first 2 cars went down, I was just like, "Oh shit!"
That's
There we
that's
go.
some next level shit right there.
It was.
Like, only thing I can even relate to is watching very first 2 cars at Cots years and years and years ago. First
Sure.
first pair, both wrecked. And we're all like, kind of like Limpy, what you were saying when you guys did it on a track
He
back in
said
like
he did
05,
one.
06.
Hmm.
You're like, maybe this wasn't such a good idea. Like, everybody's like, fuck, what are we doing? Thankfully that it ended there, but
Well, at least they put a new surface down at Great Lakes, so that's exciting. So
it's
it's going to
I
be
think it's
awesome.
I think it's going to be it's going to be pretty sick. It's a very long time coming.
Yep.
I'm very happy for them. Low key, a little
Yep.
jealous, not gonna lie, but that's okay. As long as the racers get to enjoy it and you guys have some good programs, it's a win.
it's going to be some
and,
good racing down there.
it blows
That's
that.
for
Now,
darn
what's-
sure.
What's that surface like now?
Well, Mike, what are Mike? They did concrete out to like 150 or 160,
Yeah.
right? I know they brought it out a little further than all asphalt.
Yeah,
That track
so-
Happy was a old school concrete asphalt transition. Go ahead, Mike. Sorry.
So, from like the water box up, probably like 150 feet out, it's concrete, and then it transitions into asphalt. Previously, it was only like 75, 80 feet of concrete.
Oof.
That was longer
Yeah.
than that.
And
But who knows? After they got the rubber up, who knows what was under there?
yeah, the surface, I mean, it was just, it took a beating over the years. On both ends, concrete and and the asphalt too as well. During the season last year, they did the second shutdown as a start. So they shut that down for a little bit, redid that, and then they took care of everything else at the end of this year.
Do people realize it's actually a shutdown now?
Yeah. Yeah, it was a little
For a
bumpy
long-
down there.
For a long time, people were like, that's the sand trap. Like, no, the sand trap is just past the second shutdown. Like, they're like, I can't make the shutdown. I'm like, dude, the shutdown's way the fuck down there. Like, you might not be able to make the first one, but you get guys like Sullivan going like 325 in a jet car, that sort of thing. I mean, that's a little too sketchy for yours truly, but
Well, I'm excited. So your event's going to be pretty awesome. Both your events this year. So your first one's coming up. What's let me put the flyer up for your event here for everybody, so you guys can see on Friday, June 10th. And
who
that
is
flyer,
that sexy
that flyer is
beast?
off the chain. Anyways,
Yeah, it's
No,
badass.
it's a very good flyer.
Definitely. And Saturday, June 11th. So that's definitely the place to be. Yeah, I got a short clip I'm going to play real quick if you don't mind, and then we'll talk about it a little bit. Some highlights from the past events.
That looks like some old school shit right there.
Oh, yeah.
Best class ever. Mike, I like it. Hey, wait, who is that? That looks like Mork.
Yeah, that was
Hold
Mork and Mork and
There's your
Straley.
cue,
That was 26s on Friday night.
She got Mark, huh?
I got one more for you guys here. Hold on. One more short clip. There's the starting line right there.
I love it.
And is that preacher boy standing there?
Oh, you know it.
He gone.
Yes, sir. This looks like Brandon and Joey, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there goes Joey. Boy, Brandon went for a ride on that one.
Yeah. He you'll see right here.
That looked like a little wall tap.
I don't really, he came close.
Oh,
Can't get any closer than that.
No, it's
And he said he's never hit the wall before.
No, I think if I remember correctly on that deal, I think like the tire caught it a little bit. I think there was a little scuff mark on the tire.
The
I don't
tire.
know what.
Yeah, but nothing on the quarter panel, nothing on the bumper.
I inspected his car. There was not a scratch anywhere. I couldn't believe it. I thought for sure. No,
Yeah, he's gotten very close. I know that.
What's Jasper saying? That Beater's turning on the clocks for his
What?
event?
Oh yeah, beater bomb.
Oh, really?
Well,
Yeah.
I guess that depends on what class. Like that's before everybody
Maybe an
grabs
index
the
class.
pitchforks and the torches. What class he talking about?
Yeah, maybe an index class. I can understand that, but
Well, that's why I say that, because I wound up doing that for our index classes because it just
I mean,
fit.
you got to.
Well, we didn't initially, and then everybody in the indexes is like, we don't give a fuck. We're like, all right, fine, because the crowd would rather see how close it was. Much to my utter shock, they actually watched it. Who knew?
Well, I mean, if you turn the clocks on, then I guess if a guy's sandbagging, then he needs to know how bad he's sandbagging. I guess.
Oh, damn! Jasper
Well-
said he's doing it for every class.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know about all that. That's
Hey,
that's
when he comes
It's gonna
back
be a
on,
hard
we have him on. We'll have to have a talk with him about it.
That's crazy. I mean,
yeah.
his race at I-29. I mean, that pulls a big crowd too.
Yeah.
For car count and stuff like that.
oh look, it's
some
Rick
grudge.
Dynick,
it'll be
the
some.
perpetual sponsor of everything up here. Hi, Rick.
It'll be
No Prep Racing.
hopefully some grudge racers, or some of them. What do they call them? No times. They can't race where they show their times.
Yeah.
No lights out.
Sound like them guys are out on that.
Yep.
Yeah, ain't no clocks on the street, right?
Well, hey,
even at
everybody's.
the no time events.
Yeah, because there's what's that dude's name with the was that Buster and his dad or something like that? they always
Yeah.
race that I-29 deal, and I know that they don't like clocks on and stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Well, hey, everybody's sharing their draggy information nowadays. I mean, what's the
Well,
difference?
Yeah, we all know how fast John Force goes too, so that doesn't mean nothing. I mean, that's the old.
He
the
don't even
old,
run a quarter, man. He don't even run a quarter mile no more. What
I
the
know he
hell?
runs 1,000 feet. I know. But I don't know how it was for you guys, Limpy and Happy. Still sounds like a TV show. I love it. But where I come from, like clocks are a huge no. You just don't do it. So I just can't get on board with doing it. I mean, again, indexes or a bracket or something. If you do that, which I wouldn't, but an ET based class, yes. But otherwise, a heads up class, no. I don't really see it. Henderson, slow pony. He's got it right there. He won't light the boards. Pretty much anybody I know up here ain't going to light the boards, which it's not going to affect him on I-29, of course. Very different environment down there. But up here,
Well, some of the guys have done World Cup that are from around here that are pretty fast. And
yeah, Ryan Hendrickson did. I know that.
Right,
I don't know how many others did that are
Coleman,
part of
others.
Part of that world. But I mean, he's going for records, and you got to have the boards on for records. The fucking guy went like 275. I think he was on at 275. I think he went like 268 miles an hour out the back or something.
Yeah.
Just some ludicrous number. I was like, dude, whew. Hey, whatever. So what do you want to do? Knock yourself out. But
I'll tell you what, just here recently traveling around with Limpy and going to some of these street races, I've heard a lot of guys' times. I don't go around blasting them what they can run or what they can do, but you actually hear quite a bit. I mean, me and him was just eating lunch with some guys the other day, and they were talking about what they could go on X road or what they've been on this road, and it's pretty neat hearing all that. But I think still a lot of guys though they're still they don't want it broadcasted.
Right.
No, it's people talk about it. I've talked about it on the show too, as well. I mean, I don't know. It's being a lot more open than what it used to be. There was never any conversations like that. You don't share any time slips, and now people are talking way more openly than they used to.
Yeah. Now in the grudge world, I mean, those guys, that's all hustle, and they're trying to, that's a lot of money.
It wasn't that long ago. You get your ass beat if you were, caught messing with times. And I used to always tell people when they're like, well, so-and-so got my time. I'm like, and people would just fish. They're like, your car went at 885 at 147 or some random ass number. And the dude would get all pissed off. I'm like, you would suck at poker. Like if somebody guesses your number, you gotta be like, if you think so, like you have to pass it off. They could be lucky.
Oh, yeah. I would put numbers out there just to hear it, to hear, how much it would change before it got back to me. We would always
half of it. It's the
it's like
your
Johnny
teammate,
Dangerously.
your
guys
buddies that can't keep their mouth shut.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that's true.
There's a lot of that.
Very
they're
true.
excited. I get that, but then they're like, "Well, everybody knows how fast my car is." Yeah, because you fucking told them because you're excited. Like that happens.
Yeah, and you hear a guy say that I went 160 on this road, and you're like, motherfucker.
Right. And now the advent, and now the advent of all the technology, the cell phones, the internet. I mean, messaging, screenshots.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to keep information quiet.
It's very true.
Wasn't too long ago. We used to joke around about the shelf life of a street race car. And back in, the earlier like 90s and stuff before all this shit came around, you could probably get a year out of a fast street race car before people figured it out. Now you got like one race and that's it. One race and people know what you do because they can tell.
Yeah. I mean, technology nowadays even back in the day, I could film somebody and then put it on the editor and I'd be within a tenth of what they're running. So.
Right. Yeah. If you had a chance to film it, we rarely had anybody filming races back then.
But now you can film. Now you can do it on your phone while you're there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I figure out what you run. Yeah.
And get close.
Yeah. Get within 10.
That's
if they don't tell you what they run.
Well, and that's I'm sure that feeds into why the backtrack stuff and the street stuff has made such a really strong comeback. And I hate to say comeback. It's not like it was ever dead, but it's become so prevalent and widespread now. Because somebody go, my car goes 480s on the street. Guy's like, holy fuck, that car goes 480s on the street. Yeah, you got to beat a 480 on the street. It's not easy. It's not like you just throw some parts together and boom, you go 480. It's, doing that on the street versus the track, very, very different.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, these streets we've been going to, ain't nobody going 480s.
Not in this weather.
I promise you. That's facts.
We went when me and Happy and I were in Vegas this past weekend. The road was good, and it turned out when the sun came up.
Yep.
It was I actually got a good look at it, and I was like, the road's fast, but it's not really that fast.
Sure.
And just by eyeballing it, and it was a good front side, but not back side. They could put the power in up to about 400 feet, and then they were having to maintain it after that.
Hey, Codis, you want to tell them about J Road at the last filming before you tore it up?
That was those cars were disgusting. This one,
I heard the J Road. I've heard J Road from several people. I heard that's the road to go to.
That road's fast.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. They tore it up and repaved it. They tore it up.
Yeah, they tore it up.
Is it
right after that filming?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was. I think that filming ended on Sunday morning, and then I think Monday they were out there with bobcats and shit tearing it all up.
Wow.
What did they resurface it or what? Or they
put I think they put a bridge there or some shit like that. Like it's kind of it's a big industrial park that it's in.
Yeah. Next time I'm down there, I'll go by it and figure out.
But there's the deal with that area is there's 3 or 4 other roads that are almost identical to that one that just need people to put more time in on it. It'll be just as fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They all surround a gigantic rail yard that got built down there a number of years ago.
And all the cops out there. Yeah, all the cops out there are usually pretty cool too, so they don't really care.
Yeah, usually truck traffic is the world's worst on destroying roads,
Yeah, but they don't
roads.
They don't travel on these roads. There's dedicated road because I've been to that rail yard down there.
Okay.
There's a specific route, and you don't drive over. I mean, you can, but it's a no-no. They got
there's everywhere. It's like a big circle.
Yeah, usually when you hear industrial park, you hear there's going to be a bunch of truck traffic no matter what.
Yeah,
the roads are going to be turned to shit. And
the trucks
usually it is around here.
Yeah, the trucks around that area stay on the circle road. Correct. All the industrial roads that are used for street racing out there, they're all in the center of that. So none of the trucks really go down there because there's no point for them to.
I gotcha.
And the particular town that stuff is located in, they have several full-time officers and a weigh station. They have their own weigh station outside of the yard. It's a truck enforcement area. That's all they do. So they're really hard on us down there. So you won't find guys meandering. But I don't know if Juson's watching now, but he would know because he lives down there. He's kind of the man with the plan in that area. And, he would know what's up with J Road if anybody.
Yeah, I know that they've been racing on some of the roads right around it. That kind of around the next street over or whatever. But that road was real fast.
Not right now. It's under 11 inches of snow. They got freaking knocked out down there. Bad.
We barely got snow up here.
Well, I know out by me, I'm northwest of you, and I got probably 3 to 4 out here. But down Bedford Park area, south of O'Hare, they got probably 6 to 8. But I was told down in Joliet, stuff like that, they got 11 or 12. They got clobbered.
We got 1 inch.
You got snow in Texas?
And the whole state shut down. Then
it rained about 1.5 inches before it turned cold, and then it turned cold, and then it sleeted. We got more ice and sleet than we did snow.
Dude, let me tell you something. Texas is like a fucking free-for-all Armageddon Death Race 2000 when y'all get ice down there.
No, I don't fucking go out. Fuck that shit.
Well, no, as well, I wouldn't either. When I lived in Alabama, we got an ice storm back in 95, dude. I wouldn't even go out. The whole town, the interstate was iced over. It was crazy. I was like, yeah, I'm just going to stay home.
We didn't get
are you scared? I said, no, I'm not scared. I'm just, everybody else can't drive in this shit.
Exactly.
I did it for 25 years. Fuck that shit.
Yep.
I feel you, brother.
Yeah, we didn't get a flake in Wisconsin. Nothing.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was going up to Green Bay. There was nothing.
Dylan said he got where he was at in Ohio. He said it wasn't nothing but ice.
Yeah.
I believe that. I know he keeps sending me snaps of his truck all covered in snow, crying. I'm like, oh, stay your ass down. That's why you got to run down to Florida. You never get that. All right. So since the the late minute add-on, and Mike, by the way, thanks for being able to come on. Since we had an additional guest spot to fill here, let's go back real quick and talk, because you just dropped that flyer we're talking about. Why don't you put that back up real quick, Brian?
Yep.
And indirectly compliment. I can't say enough good things about that flyer. It's really good.
It's awesome.
Like
That
it's
flyer
really
rocks, man. It's one of the better
good. It
ones I've
might
seen in
just
a
be
long
the
time.
sexy big dude on the back, on the front there.
Dude's got
Back of
cool
the shirt.
shades. Check him out.
Are those actually your
I gotta
shades?
change
Lynn?
my flyer.
Are those actually your sunglasses, Limpy, or did you
Yeah.
Photoshop those on you?
Really?
Never mind. They're
I never.
They're Oakleys.
Nice. I like it. I like
Very
it. Now,
nice.
what is Mike? What is is that FK Productions? What is that? I have not
Yeah,
seen
so
that.
that was Freddie's deal. He came up with it, and it's supposed to be Freddie and Codis Productions.
Oh, cool.
I had no idea that he was doing that until he sent me the
Nice.
flyer.
I thought it was
So-
fuck Codis.
I mean, that could be possible too. I mean,
I actually
yeah.
kind of,
I mean, hey,
I actually kind of thought it was Fat Kid. To be honest
Yeah.
with you.
there's
Oh, there it is.
yeah, there's definitely some. I mean, I'm sure there's some people out there that probably say that. That's okay.
I can tell you're really upset about it too.
No, I really don't give a fuck.
You know what I did notice,
My
by
man,
the way,
my man, right
I
there.
noticed as I looked there, is that some gray hair I see in the beard there, Mike?
Right?
It's chrome, man, chrome.
No, he's just yeah, he's got some tint right there.
Accent color. It's a fucking accent
Nice.
color.
Ah, it's a fucking racing stripe.
That's that pH
Yeah.
balance. That's that.
Oh,
pH
remember, send me your
balance.
address.
Yeah,
on
this is a
Amazon,
racing
that
stripe.
present I told you about. Okay.
Yeah.
No. I like the by the way, Motion Raceworks. Doug Cook, wherever he's at.
Yeah, Doug's
sure.
a good dude, man. He's got a good thing going.
He does. He's a trailblazer, and it's amazing to see where he's come from. You know, working out of his basement in Iowa
Yeah.
5 years ago, and now he's just taking over the world. And you know,
Mhm.
Cletus is involved. You know, Garrett and all that stuff, and TBM, and I like watching what they're doing. It's just way beyond my comprehension, but
Mhm.
it's nice to see people succeed. So, for those who are not familiar, Mike, with your program, we'll do semi-formal interview here. Walk us through the program. What is MKE Real Street Takeover from front to back?
Yeah, so basically, we came up with the idea one night in the pits after a test and tune. We had talked about putting something together, smaller together for quite some time, and we figured that we wanted to bring back like the old school flashlight start, and kind of give it as much of a street feel to the track as we could. Obviously, we know that it's not street racing, but we wanted to simulate some of the older school stuff.
Sure.
And we initially started off, I think, with only 3 classes. I think we did a 28s, 26s, and then bikes. And then, every year as it progressed, we started adding little stuff here and there. Did some trial runs on classes that we thought might work, but, unfortunately it didn't, which is fine. So now we split it up into 2 days. Friday night, we do 26s, banger, and then this go around it'll be old school nitrous. And then on Saturdays we have bikes, 28s, small tire, new age, which is like a modern muscle class, and then we'll have the old school all motor guys come out on Saturday this time.
Did you say old school?
Old school. Yeah, they're an awesome group of guys, and they've been the most consistent. As far as car count and stuff like that.
Sure.
And then we announced today that Limpy is going to be coming out, so got a ton of awesome feedback on that deal. Tons of messages on my phone, asking me if it was true and all that good stuff. And well, yeah, he's on the flyer. So I mean,
Why the fuck would you lie about that?
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Come on.
I'm not gonna really gain anything on that. So
No.
And like I've said it a million times, we never thought that that MKE was going to be where it is today.
Sure.
So it's kind of humbling to see it grow. I was just, I was a nobody. I still am a nobody. I wanted to give people somewhere to race and, and keep a local track, popular, and that's really all our goal is.
We appreciate you for what you're doing and making it as street as possible, and and just keeping it lively. And you can see the starting line in the picture over there. I mean, that speaks loud enough, doesn't it? Just looking at that.
Yeah, people seem to love it. I mean,
Oh yeah. Hey, I
Well-
claim my spot, by the way. It's ahead of time. I just
Yeah.
want to make sure I still got it.
Yeah,
You're a
yeah,
sponsor.
good
You
there.
can do that.
Yeah, we're good. We're actually, I think this year we're going to utilize that to hang up some sponsor stuff there. You know, if
Okay.
we can get like little banners and stuff and kind of, because that, I mean, when you look at it in every race or every photo, that is in the main, is, you know, usually in the picture. So it'd be cool to get that up there. So
So
Well,
on top
well-
of on the starter stand, or are you talking about out in front of the tree?
where the tree actually goes in, like that little
Mhm.
concrete block that's there.
Yeah.
So maybe, you know, hang some stuff down there on the bottom and stuff and see if we can get it to stick.
Yeah, it's the boards, the divider boards that go between the lanes.
Yeah.
That's you know, that's at least that's where I used to put banners. I know you guys take
Yeah.
a couple out. It's
Yeah,
fun
we
to
actually-
walk back.
We
with
actually
the
take all
straddle
of them out. Yeah.
Oh, you take all of them out? No, okay.
Yeah, because we use that to block the that little exit road in the left lane.
Well, you talking about the
Because-
first turn?
Yeah,
Like
because
the
if
turnoff thing?
Yeah, it's right where the MSK logo is over there, right?
yeah, pretty much in this picture, yeah, because if we don't, then people try and creep up, you know, through there and stuff, and I don't need that.
Mhm.
So
Everybody wants to see what's going on. Be right
Oh,
away.
absolutely. Well, one of the things that, you know, looking at it, watching you guys start from the beginning there, obviously, you know, I've got a lot of history with that racetrack over the years. So it's fun to see another program come around and put their own twist on a race. And one of the coolest things that I found personally is the half lights on, half lights off, because I didn't even know they could do that. Like I've always saw, you know, I used to turn the lights off. They all just go off, one
Right.
switch. But I don't
Yeah,
know if Chris figured it out or if Freddie figured. I don't know, but it's
Yeah,
dude, it's fucking
the
cool.
lights,
It's
yeah,
fucking cool.
the whole light deal was actually Freddie's idea.
Okay.
And I didn't know it was possible either. I mean, I just figured, like you said, it's like a light switch, turn it on, turn it off.
Yeah. the
But there's
contact was
different-
just-
Yeah, there's different boxes that you can go to, and they have them all marked, you know, by number. And
Sure.
we just one night, I think it was like a Wednesday or Thursday night, we stayed late and we did kind of like a sample run with it, and you know, it's definitely brings it a little cool effect to it.
I
Yeah, it
can
does.
imagine that was fun because I know those lights don't just turn back on. You're like, wrong light. Well, we're gonna have to
Yeah.
wait a couple minutes.
Yep. Yeah.
Let's go get a beer.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It take a while,
So,
but yeah, it's very cool. It reminds me, if you were at 41 a number of years ago before they put in the newer lights, 41 used to have a row of poles, which is a little sketchy, to be honest with you, but a row of poles right down the left wall with just old sodium lights, street lights. So it was very
Yeah,
dark, but it was super awesome as far as a vibe. Like it didn't get much more street. The only downside is that depending on the angle, the poles formed a nice little visual wall and you couldn't see the racetrack at all. But beyond that, I mean, if you were going for ambiance, it was fucking sick.
So did I see a grudge match already coming out of this already for first round or something? I saw
Yeah.
something.
yeah.
What's going
So so Brandon Mork and Dave Edgerton. So Dave Edgerton is out of the Legend Racing Group. It's a white F body. There was some back and forth going on Facebook a couple of weeks ago, and then when we dropped the flyer today, Brandon was talking about doing like an off the trailer race, and we haven't really decided on what we're going to do. If we're going to do, you know, off the trailer on Saturday, if we're going to have a little test and tune before. So they might be the first two cars down the track for the day if they do a grudge race prior. So
Okay.
that's up
Let's
to
hope
them
so.
to figure out.
See some good dollars on that one. I'm looking forward to that.
They're two fast cars. You
Yeah,
know, so I mean, it's going to be a good race either way you look at it.
Well, we'll have a full crew, so we're looking forward to getting some good coverage this event for you and some good photography as well. Definitely be good. Looking forward to it. John Ryan, money on work, huh? Here it goes already.
Good old pro stock.
So, but yeah, it's gonna be good. You happy? You got to come join us for this one. I'm telling you, you're gonna have a good time.
I want to.
Bring your wallet with you.
Yeah,
I guarantee you. I guarantee you'll make a few grand.
Yeah, I mean, if they're not betting on races, they're shooting dice.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You name it, they're doing it.
That's,
Oh, yeah.
that's how you find skin. Just listen for the
right.
dice.
Oh yeah. You see Jasper's
Man cleans
comment.
house. So heck, what are we laughing about? We're laughing about Pro Stock John.
No.
Jasper's
Jasper's comment.
Oh, ha! Wow, that's weird. That's backwards, Jasper. But okay.
Let me get the point.
Good old Jasper. Jasper's always good with the wit, in like lightning.
But I'm telling you, I'm hoping.
Put the comments on so I can read them over here.
So I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing a lot of people come from out of town as well. I'm hoping to see some. I know we've got a bunch of people coming from out of town that I've been spreading the word about. So I'm just hoping to see.
This area, and I'm sure Trent knows. I mean, this area's always been weird with out of towners traveling.
No,
it's kind of been scarce, so it doesn't happen often. Sometimes we get lucky and we have a couple of cars that'll come. Like I know Perry showed up from Ohio that one time with the Nova. We've got a group from Minnesota that comes. We got a group of Iowa guys that come out. And they've been day ones, since the first couple events that we threw. They've been pretty consistent with coming, so we'll see what happens.
What's the difference in your small tire and 28s?
So the 28 class is more based towards like a streetcar style. So we do from the firewall back, it's got to be factory panels. Aftermarket hatch or trunk lid is fine. No exposed metal on the interior. You have to have a dash or a factory replica dash. Have to have functional windows in it. Yeah, drive it to and from the lanes. And then small tire is basically 28 10.5, steel roof, steel quarter.
Gotcha.
So our area is real tricky too with if we do the 28 10.5 and put everybody together, just it wouldn't work.
Right.
In this area. I think we would have less cars racing in that in the group as a whole than we would if we split it up into two. So this gives everybody the opportunity kind of to race where they fit, and race cars of the same caliber.
Sure.
So we'll see how it goes. I think it'll be a good turnout.
Well, and what's important, at least what I found is important, is you want a good turnout, but you don't want a ridiculous turnout. Because then it just becomes a lot to manage, and everybody wants a 64 car field, so they got to manage a 64 car field, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
You want it to be big enough to be fun and entertaining, but at the same time, still manageable and not, we got to split because we ran out of time, that sort of thing. I mean, it happens, but you want to try to avoid it if you can. Everybody likes to see a final.
Hopefully, the second tight team comes too from Michigan, from what I heard. So. And I saw trying to get Team Meatball to come, huh? Dylan suggesting.
Yeah.
Well, let's just look at Dylan's profile picture for a second. He looks very happy. He's all smiley. They're like having a party. They're like, hey,
he must be thinking about your interview with Bill.
Oh,
not allowed to be nice to anybody around this fucking place. God damn.
Oh boy,
terrible.
Work on these hand signals here.
And then the other thing.
No, that's a mouth signal. If you watch Limpy, it's a mouth signal. You got to get his mouth right over the back.
Oh boy. You were saying, Mike?
In April too. Haven't figured exactly what day yet. We were talking about doing like a. I guess I don't know if you want to use the word cash days on the fresh asphalt on the track. So
the top end?
It would be top end. No, it'd probably be like maybe 200-300 foot mark. Start out on the fresh blacktop.
I got you.
So do something like that. We're working on that right now to see if we can get that done. So that might be in April if we can pull that off.
I can hear it already. Don't do burnouts on the new asphalt.
And that's
I hear it in my head.
That's one of the things that we're trying to work out is we would probably start the burnouts on the concrete and let them roll out onto the asphalt so they don't put ruts in the fresh stuff and everything. So,
and no street tires. Fuck your
no
street
tires. No, that would be just one single class 28 10.5, and we'll just run it that way.
Yeah, it's just a kind of a throwback to how it all. Locally,
right?
How we got started. That's
I got an interesting question for everybody here, since you're all our promoters mostly. Have anybody noticed that things are a little bit different this year, trying to get sponsors? I just heard from a lot of promoters that they're having trouble. I know
this year
have an effect this year.
homie, where you been?
Yeah,
Like,
it's
2020, my sponsors all went, nope, and they just bailed.
Oh,
I mean,
last
I
year
wasn't
that
mad.
bad, but I know everybody's struggling a little bit this year. I know business is hard. Business is really rough for a lot of business owners this year, but
COVID fucked sponsors up.
yeah.
yeah.
I had a pretty in-depth conversation today with a sponsor that had reached out, and kind of similar to that, just
Mhm.
business isn't what it used to be, and they got to cut costs somewhere. So
Yeah.
it it kind of puts a limit on things, which sucks, because they want to help,
Mhm.
and there's tons of businesses that are in the industry that surround this hobby as a whole, and I'm sure everybody would love to kick in something, but
Sometimes we just got to think a little bit out the box. I think this time when we're looking for sponsors, that's something that I was looking at, dentist ones that are in the industry, but local to your area and stuff too. Just a thought.
yeah, and that we've reached out to some, and stuff like that. We're still waiting to hear back, and we don't have any type of crazy requirements or anything like that for sponsors. We basically just, what anybody can afford is cool with us, so we'll
Yeah,
find
the
a
same
place
way
for it.
I am. Like,
Yeah.
I really don't, and I've actually never reached out to anybody yet. I've just made my post on Facebook,
Sure.
and people's reached out to me.
Yeah.
There's some places that I would like to reach out to, but I don't know if I'm professional enough to do it, write it up, and make it sound right.
Yeah.
So,
it gets tricky.
and I see that, I'm new to this, so it's like I can tell where it is tricky.
I want to kind of push forward with the question that I have. I guess as a group of, I would consider us peers to a certain extent. These because we've all got different experiences and we do different things, that sort of thing. And I don't know. I'm right up there with what Happy said. I'm very freely open about this. I totally suck at getting sponsors. Like I have a very difficult time because I feel like I'm begging, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, and I don't want to look like that.
Right. And
Mhm.
I know the first year we did Anarchy, which was obviously on the heels of COTS, was very, contentious and whatnot. The whole goal of it was to, just carry on what we had planned to do and give people the race they wanted, which we did. And we're very happy with it. And everyone went home happy. And then I figured, okay, well, we're going to take a season 2019 under our belts, just as Anarchy, and prove to people that we can do what we say we're going to do before I can actively go solicit sponsorships. I mean, a lot of people stepped up and, offered to chip in. I mean, I appreciate every single one of them. Shout out to Rick Dynick, who is one of the OGs from Word Go. And he's definitely on board with everything we do around here, including MK. He's on the flyer, of course. But anyway, so we got 2019 done. Season went well. I'm like, all right, 2020, I have something to sell people. Like I have results that are, not cuts. It's strictly Anarchy. This is what we did. This is what we can do. And then 2020 came around, and you could just hear all of the wallets just close. People were like, and they weren't mad. They're just like, they killed our marketing budget. The one conversation I'll share with you guys is one of our longest sponsors was Strange Engineering, who's located in Skokie, Illinois. And they were a sponsor.
Mhm.
They were a sponsor for, forever. They brought the bus out, a whole 9 yards. And I talked to the guys over there, and they said they cut our marketing budget. They had to leave their bus down at SGMP for like 8 months because they wouldn't pay anybody to fly down there to go get it because of the pandemic. I used to pass it on the way to Florida all the time, parked up on a circle track bank there.
Wow.
And it was, I understood, but it's one of those where ever since, 2020, it's definitely not the same. And I don't know how it is, outside of our region. I just know that regionally,
This from last year to this year is a difference, is what I've noticed as I'm trying to put together an event too myself. And I hear others have, same struggles though. It's not, I see it everywhere. But Jasper has a good point down below, not only about sponsorships, and there's so many events right now everywhere that,
Sure.
Do we keep these high dollar buy-ins? Makes me think about, I have a high dollar buy-in. Makes me think about it because there's so many race events going on. The ones that are having these low dollar amounts are packing out the classes because people can afford the buy-ins because they're basically almost every weekend.
Well, yeah, I mean, and you keep it reasonable. Usually, I do, most of my classes have been 200 for a long time. I think we bumped a couple up to like 250 or, that sort of thing. But same deal. If you hunt for big fish, you're only going to get big fish.
Mhm.
Me personally, there's a lot of little fish. I'm happy to have as many little fish as I can take, and ensure
Sure.
that everybody has a good time. If it means that we miss out on some of the big dollar guys that want to come out and not poach necessarily, but they've got a huge
Oh, wow.
operation and they want to come out and kill it. I mean, I don't want to tell them no, but at the same time, it's you can't cater to someone at the expense of everybody else, if that makes any sense.
Well, you look at it like this: if you got say 50 cars at $200 buy-in, and then you got 20 cars at a $300 buy-in.
Right.
Right.
I mean, and in my time, the buy-in started at $550 and worked their way down to $100 in 28, and then we brought them back up to 200. And it seems like it was a good fit, but every region's different. And it also depends on, and like Mike was saying, without being insulting, our area is unique in the fact that we've got a lot of guys that they don't want to take a chance coming up and racing against people that are much faster than them, because the track is usually very fast and there's not much of an equalizer there like there used to be. So it's a tough situation in that respect. And from a sponsor standpoint, Chris Lane, no kidding. But from a sponsor standpoint, sponsors want visual awareness of their brand. That's the whole point of sponsoring. So when you've got upstart guys that are we're doing 1 or 2 classes, and sponsors will often ask, well, what's your visuals, or what's your head count, or how many social media impressions do you have? They want to know, like, what are they getting for their money? And if you go, well, we had like 80 people come. That's honest, but there's not a lot of sponsors that are going to put, serious money out there for minimal visual exposure. Now, if you tell them up front, we're not a big program, we're building this for the racers, and you just are straight up about it, there's a lot of sponsors that will get on board with that.
Yeah. And I see that's why a lot of people helping me out. Honestly, they know I'm trying to do something, doing something different, doing something at a new track. And quite a few people jumped on. Last year I gathered $7,000 just in sponsorship,
awesome.
And put all that on top of the pot, plus how we cut the gate. And that's where I don't know.
Cut this part out. Edit.
I just look at it different. I feel like the racers deserve, a hell of a pot, and I just
absolutely.
I mean, that's I don't know. I like racing for money, and I'm sure everybody. I think if you can take a chance of putting up $300 to win 30,000+, that's going to draw some attention.
Sure.
Especially only have to beat 30-some cars. That's what we had.
Well, and I will say that we joked around about the whole cutting in the gate and whatnot. I would say that as long as the facility that you're at will permit that, because not all of them will.
Sure.
I think it's a huge incentive. It's a huge incentive. You say, listen, we're gonna, but at the same time, the racers have to understand that you're not gonna know what you're getting paid until like the end of the night, because we just don't have those numbers.
Sure.
I will simply say that not all venues will allow that kind of thing.
Right. Well, they
but
also,
if you can do it, absolutely.
If I went in and rented this track though to throw this race,
sure,
then I feel like they would get less than what they're getting now with the way that we chop the pot up.
Well, and they also have to factor in what kind of publicity and awareness they're getting for it. Like, you can't buy the kind of publicity you got for Decker.
Sure.
When you guys did that race, you guys were everywhere.
And he realizes that, he's seen it, and we're going to keep continuing to do the same thing the way we did the first one. And I think it's all going to work out, and the money's going to be right.
It could be huge. You get people traveling. You had a guy coming from California for that, didn't you?
Yeah. And when we were in Las Vegas this past weekend, we actually had 3 guys talk about they're willing to make the drive.
Yeah. that's dedication. That's hard to get.
Yeah.
That's hard to get. And it's, with, like what Jasper was saying, with so many no prep races, I think it was Jasper going on all the time. We were talking about the sponsor thing earlier. It's hard to stand out. It really is. And so when you do something that stands out so strongly that people are willing to drive, 20 hours or whatever the hell it takes to get from California. Dude, that says a lot. So
yeah,
I agree.
Yeah,
take my head off, but I got headphones on. I don't want to fuck them up.
But Jasper brought on a good point too about buybacks is drawing in more racers from a farther distance because they get a chance to buy back in, which is true. Like you see in
Yep.
War in the Woods, some of the other ones. So that is a good point about that.
Yep.
And
I'm
we,
I'm going to do the same thing on my race. $100.
Now
Mike,
to
do you
clarify,
offer that, Mike? Do you offer that, Mike?
We don't. Not yet, at least. And
Okay.
I'm open to it. I just would have to figure out the logistics of it.
Are you-
Make it
buy
work.
back
I
into
think
the,
we're going to do that for our events too. We're doing.
and buy back just for their own class or buy back
Yeah.
into the race?
A loser's bracket.
that's what I was. I didn't want to interrupt
Yeah.
that. I was going to say buyback in for a second chance race. I think is a great idea. A lot of
Yeah,
folks are
if
doing
it-
it.
And I
But
I'm
buying
gonna call
back
it
into the
loser's bracket.
into the main ladder, I'm not okay with, personally.
Yeah.
Not a second chance. It's a loser's
Yeah, this
bracket.
is
They
not
lost.
the $250,000 race here.
The one that we did at that Nate did at on the streets
In
he did a
Arizona, that was-
buyback. I think it was double the buyback, wasn't it?
It was 500 to race, 750 to buy back, and you're in for the main pot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Now you do something
Tell
like
you
that.
what, that,
They had 2 or 3 people that bought
they had
back
2
in.
guys that bought
they really?
back, so that was another $1,500, and they
I mean-
both lost.
You guys
Hey,
As
see
soon as
Mike?
they
that too.
bought
Like
back, and
you let
I
guys
liked
buy
it.
back into the main pot, then if they got some type of data already on that. They know what they did wrong. So to me,
Sure.
those guys are a bigger threat than somebody somebody
And
else.
the
I'm
sad
just-
thing is they both
they
lost a
both
second.
lost.
I'm just
Oh,
trying to think.
man.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
So
And the sad
How
thing
do
is
you-
the guy bought back in and raced the same guy they lost to
Race the
the first
same
round.
guy.
Oh man, that's tough.
I can't.
Pack it up
I
and go
don't
home
know.
after that deal.
I don't.
Oh,
I don't
my.
know in our area. I don't know in our area whether or
Look at
not.
this.
Let's see here. I don't know. What the fuck?
Sorry, but not sorry if it was.
Why? Why?
Guys who don't race.
Okay.
I don't know. But anyways,
I have to read over here.
yeah, I have to read that on the side.
I'm not sure what's up with Adam, but Adam, if you want to chit chat, you just let me know. Okay.
And I do race. I race.
Likewise.
Well.
Just throwing that out there.
Well, there's always
And that's
someone
my
that's
thing.
going
I
to be
feel
mad
like
about
I'm
something.
a racer putting on a race for racers is what
Yeah, you'll
You
see my
know,
car out this year.
I think Mike's the same. I think he's like the same way. He's a racer.
Yeah.
He's trying to do.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah.
here, hang on.
Racers.
Guys, we're gonna touch base on something just because this is, I kind of keep this stuff quiet because it's old news. I'm reading his long comment here, and since it was highlighted, let's talk about it. Promoters only know what they see and hear. Okay, I'm not quite sure what that's supposed to mean. We're supposed to be like telepathic. Like I don't really follow that. We only hear from the complaining groups. That's not true. You hear from some people that actually have good input. They only
Yeah.
see the drama and not the work involved. Okay, so what work on behalf of the racers? Because the promoting isn't exactly a easy job. I mean, it's not rocket science, of course, but there's work involved there. And I'm not sure why he's got a personal bone to pick with me, talking about ruining like I did Cots. Let me make one thing very clear to you. I did not quit 3 weeks prior to the event and walk out. Let's make that very clear. I picked up the pieces and kept going. It was not easy. I did not ask for that responsibility, but it was the right thing to do. That's all I'm going to tell you. Everybody can have their opinion from the sidelines and think what they want. I'm telling you the facts. So if you want to debate it, you just let me know. Anytime, let me know. Carry on.
Jasper brought back up again about the buybacks to the original race.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah. I think doing a losers bracket, like Happy had mentioned, I think that would be cool to do. Just something a little bit
$100 keeps
smaller.
it small and entertaining still.
Absolutely. And more racing, the better. I mean, it helps.
Jeremy
You know,
Decker's
I
comment.
hear
There
you,
go.
Jeremy.
Decker's nailed it.
Guarantee it.
Yeah, all right.
Hey, where's the how to run a racetrack by everybody on the internet? Where's that
Yeah,
book?
no shit.
'Cause that's what we need right now.
Yep.
Oof. And then they've been sold, bought and sold. Yeah.
I know he's got his hands full.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's a fact too.
Yeah.
We're rolling in the dough.
We're killing it.
Mm.
I'll take $100 $100 bill baths.
Oh boy.
Maybe Chris does, but that other Chris down there, Chris Lane, maybe he does, but I fucking don't. That's for fucking sure. I can't even afford to pay attention.
Oh, gee.
Chris Lane is so rich he got sick from carrying too much money around. Oh wait, no,
Oh boy.
He got his own personal nurse to.
right.
Oh
check his,
yeah. He was out of the hospital all of a sudden. Hey,
I know, but he still got that nurse to come by and
Yeah.
check on his.
he's a good guy.
Yep, that's true.
Uh-oh. It looks like we have some YouTube spam, Ryan. It's more Russian hacking.
Oh,
Where?
that means you made it.
There. Yep. Yep.
Sister 19, LOL.
You made it.
Yeah, right. That looks legit.
Yeah.
Can't even read.
Oh
I'm
boy.
only looking at the screen. I like it. I like it.
Pornhub. You see it up there? I see that.
Yeah.
Isn't that? There it is.
Yes.
It's
So
the
here,
same
let's talk
tab.
about something. Let's talk about
X-
something that's relevant right now with people we
X
have on the show
videos is
right
better.
now. Hey,
Pornhub?
Limpy.
What?
Limpy.
Yeah.
This
X
is
video.
this. Will this be the first time you've come up to the Grove?
Yeah. No, well, I've been up there for the street stuff, but I haven't been up there for the track stuff.
Nice. I think that'll be. I mean, if you've never seen it, it's a pretty cool facility. It's old. It's set up old. It's just.
I like
Look at her. She's
I like
old.
gangster stuff.
That's definitely the place for that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's
Yeah.
it's you know, like Trent said, it's a cool facility. It's been there forever. It's got a good
So it's
feel.
got
to
some character.
it.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Hell yeah, that's my place.
It's got the the old school tracks with the long horseshoe staging lanes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's one
what
of
it's got,
those.
Hell yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
it's got a
It
little.
draws Chicago crowd too, correct?
Yeah,
I mean,
Yes,
most of
Chicago,
the
Wisconsin.
guys.
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's not that
Well,
far
that's-
out of Chicago, right?
No,
No, it's
from
about an hour
Chicago.
north.
Yeah, about an hour north.
Debbie
See,
Cakes.
that ain't shit. Golly, we travel days.
No,
We don't
it's
just travel an hour,
it's a
2
different
hours,
it's a different
3
situation
hours.
down there.
That's crazy.
Remember, them guys got to have their own set of rules so they'll race.
Yeah.
Charging, cooling. What's the other one?
Which one?
Oh yeah, I'm down. Christmas tree cakes. Hell
Easy.
yeah.
We're on diets.
Hey, I'm back at the gym myself. So hey,
They start
my
tomorrow.
week and
I
a
drove
half.
by it. I drove by. it the
I'm
other day.
sore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Now, how many cars were out on the street when you went up there for that shootout?
For me?
Yeah.
I think there was 20. I think
Shit, that's probably
That
pretty good.
that was the reason why, because that road got speed bumps on it after that, and then we were the problem. We were the reason why that road got speed bumps on it, because the mayor or something seen people pulling chutes on the road in the rain.
That was at Rockford Road, right?
No, that was up there in Milwaukee.
Oh, yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
meanwhile,
they
like,
down
mayor,
there,
it's safety first.
Dylan,
They put speed bumps on their road because there was a lot of wrecks that happened.
yeah. Oh,
So I mean,
according
I'm
to
sure,
some people, it was because I was there, and then I drew the fast crowd, and the mayor seen fast passes and parachutes and blah blah blah.
nah,
I don't know.
that road's been a racing road for forever.
And it looked like it.
You know,
Just
and-
saying. Just saying.
Yeah, I mean, you being up there had dick to do with it. Not to take anything away from you or anything like that. It's
No,
just
I was just like, yeah,
yeah, you're right. Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
it's my fault. I
Yeah,
got big
my
shoulders, man. Blame me. I got big shoulders. I can take it.
yeah, it's just stupid shit. You know, there's more politics involved on that deal than anything.
Oh yeah.
But there's more roads in Milwaukee, so that ain't no big deal.
You can get on dlimpy.com if you want to donate. Diet Dr. Pepper Fund.
They're gonna send you a case of Diet Dr. Pepper. Very good shit.
Are you doing any guaranteed payouts, Mike, or is it just how How are you doing it?
So we
Sponsors
do.
plus car count.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Just like your sponsor money plus the car count.
Yeah. Trent can contest to guaranteed pots in this area.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
I could tell you a story.
Man, they get a taste of that in their mouth, and that's all they want.
Yeah.
Whether there's 5 cars or 50, they want
Right.
that money no matter what. So,
Sure.
I think on average, I want to say the 28 class, which is like the streetcar stuff. I think we've
Yep.
paid out anywhere between 4,800 and $7,000 usually.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's not, and like I said before, we never tried to get real big with it or anything like that. I mean, I think you come and win $5,000 on $200, I'm out. I'm in for that.
Oh yeah.
Right.
So it's just small fun. I'd like to get 32 cars. I'd really like to try for that. I think most we've had was 27. So we got
Still
close.
strong.
Shit.
So I
Hell
think
yeah. That's
that's-
good.
I think that's stronger. Honestly, 20. So is that the 275 or is that straight 28?
That
Which
was
is that kind of
when
cool.
we called it 28, which
Okay.
similar.
But I mean
similar
that
rule-
group basically. the
Yeah,
Wall Street
similar
group?
rule set
Okay.
to the streetcar stuff was when we were pulling them also.
Hell yeah.
No, that's a good crowd. And the original 28 stuff that obviously we've been doing up here forever. Even when it was in its infancy and super, super popular, I don't think we ever got. I think 25 was the best we did. It's just for whatever reason, and that's it wasn't really well known. That's why we still had people coming in from several states away. We just never got those big ones. With
Yeah, I think
guarantees, $10,000 stuff like that. Just
I think it's chicken shit that the guys that won't even travel to
It is.
their hometown or whatever, or even a couple hours away.
It
Yeah.
is.
well,
It's
I can-
never.
I'll travel
Like
2 or
it's-
3 hours for a fucking 10-car shootout on the street. I mean, shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's
Even if
been
I had
like
a
that.
car, when my car was done, I'd fucking do it.
Yeah.
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 There's well, here, look at Limp, look at it like this. You guys go to street races all over the country, you go to shootouts, do all that stuff. How many people you see from Chicago area that go out that far?
Point taken.
I'm just saying we just don't have a ton of travelers out here, and I don't really know why. And it's certainly not attacking anybody. It's just a matter of how it is. Put in perspective, I'm scheduled to do an event at 41, which is in Indiana. It's about, what do you say, Mike? Probably 2 hours from the Grove, 2 hours south, maybe. Hour and 40.
Yeah,
if you're
I know
flying.
from my door in Waukesha to that track, I think it's 3.5.
Yeah, and
So,
Waukesha, you
and-
probably. Yeah, I imagine from Waukesha, you're probably 45 from the Grove, depending on traffic. North
About
of it?
30, 35.
35. Okay.
Yeah.
Just to put in perspective, I've had, and I'm not naming anybody because I'm just not getting into that drama. I've had a handful of people, fairly high level people that have like, nah, that's just too far. We're not going to come. Seriously?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh,
And
come
that's-
on, I mean, I respect it. It's their decision, but it's like, it's not like we're doing it in, SGMP or something.
Shit, I've drove that far for a goat fucking.
That's right, Jasper.
Wait, who was fucking a goat? This show just took a very strange turn.
Hey, let me get that address.
Oh boy.
Mike, oh my god, dude. Yeah.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Wow.
You put their back legs in your boots so they can't get away.
Hey,
Oh,
and you walk
man.
them up to a cliff. Yes, we all know this. It's oldest country joke in the book.
yeah.
Well, these are galoshes. What are they for? You'll find out, boy. Oh,
Happy introduced us, Dylan and I, to a video this weekend.
oh no. Oh God, no. Oh God, no.
Wait, what? What's this?
What do you guys, two
I'll have
goats,
to
one
send
dude,
it.
or what?
No, it's some sister brother fucking shit.
Ooh.
Oh, no, step brother. What are you doing?
It's crazy.
Oh.
It's some Kentucky mountain people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine. You guys
Dylan.
Here, I have to say, Dylan or Jasper pointed out something really good here. And in fact, that traveling and making new friends and stories are the best part.
Yeah.
I can only imagine, and I only say that because up until for the last couple of years, I have not been in a position to travel. My job wouldn't allow it. I'm going to try to travel some this year, but I don't want to make any commitments to anybody right now because I'm still
Fuck yeah.
transitioning.
Hell yeah.
Fucking Jasper, Donkey show. I like it.
Right.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You guys ever seen, what is it? Clerks 2? They have a donkey show on that.
Oh,
Sexy
shit.
stud. Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Don't miss it.
I think a lot of it has to do with our area is it's just not attainable for some people to travel as much as others. So,
Sure.
whether it's, other obligations as far as family and stuff like that, it'd be
Well,
cool to.
I'll be honest. I'll be honest with you, Mike. That's the entire reason why I got into doing what I do.
Right.
Honestly, that's going back, 20 years ago. I wasn't in a position to build a race car. So I'm like, well, I'll help out. I'll do what I can. And over a period of years and years and years, it devolved into where I'm at now, which is having a headache all the time, I guess. But
I thought building a car was stressful. Shit.
Exactly.
any idiot can run a race, Mike. Just
That's
listen
what they
to the
tell me.
internet.
That's what they tell me.
Yeah.
I was
They're
about
just
to
out
puke.
here getting paid and doing nothing.
Yeah.
Except Happy.
I
He gives all his
did a
money
track
away.
event one time. I did a track event at one time, and
Yeah.
it was more nerve wracking than the street shit that I've used to do. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm
Yeah.
curious, why is that? That's an interesting statement.
I don't know. It was just because the fans and all the different classes and shit like that. You had to get
Oh,
everything
sure.
in order. But I've always been a one man show, so I've always just
Well, yeah, you can't. There's only so much you can do by yourself, for sure.
no that.
And that
well,
was
yeah, I
my-
agree.
Yeah,
I agree,
that was
but-
my
but-
mistake. The first 2 MKEs, I just tried doing it me and Freddie, and never again.
Mm-mm.
And that's
No,
not a
you
dig
could do. You
that's
could
not a
do
dig
like
at
one or
Freddie, though.
what's that?
That's not
Well, no,
a dig
it's
at
just-
Freddie. It's a lot of shit.
It's tough. Like you could do maybe 1 or 2 classes. If you've got experience and the temperament for it and the skin to deal with all the complaining and stuff. Not everybody does, of course. And you could do, I'd say 1 or 2 classes, on your own, as long as the racers are understanding that you're working by yourself.
Right.
Hey, I'm out here. I'm willing to do this for you guys and organize it all, but you guys got to work with me a little bit, that sort of thing. Whereas some people just, they don't want to give you an inch or nothing.
Yeah,
So-
and I think like track stuff, and I've never put on a street race. I've been to, a bunch of them and stuff like that. I just think the street is it's effortless. You do your chip draw, and everybody kind of does their own thing. Like Limpy said, with the
Right.
track, there's fans, there's
Well, there's a
people
lot
are
more
all-
to it, the street stuff. Than
Well,
real
right, yeah, I'm
street
sure.
stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
But they have a vested interest to be there.
Yeah.
Like, they
Yeah.
want to be there, and
I mean, you got to know cops. You got to have security set up. You got
Right,
if you have that stuff, you got to. You got to have all your ducks in a row. But
sure.
Mhm.
dealing with fans and classes and people to park and doing all that stuff, man. Fuck that shit.
Well, I can tell you from my own experience that, the logistics end of what we do, it's 3 people, not including me, because generally the consensus was that I'm not allowed to touch it, only because I try to get involved because I did it for so long and it just screws up the whole program. So the only time I ever get involved is if they have a problem and they need help. Otherwise, it's Nikki and Jimmy. Mark used to do bikes, but I know he's not interested in that anymore. And then my son Luke helps with the lanes between the 3 of them. They get it done. But that's 3 people just to rack up cars and basically run the show. So it can be a lot, and that's not including anything. That's not including anything with the facility or the fans or
Right,
that's
too,
just the
Jasper.
logistics of the race cars. So,
Mhm.
but remember, anyone can do it. It's an easy job.
Yeah, if I didn't have Michelle or Alan to help me run staging and make sure that everybody's paired up and stuff, I mean,
Sure.
I'd have an all gray beard without a doubt. Yeah, yeah. You take that off of Limpy and
Chrome.
put that right on me.
Chrome.
Yeah,
He's a race car.
yeah. It's just it would be it'd be rough. It really would, and
Yeah.
I can't thank Michelle and Alan and Freddie too. I mean, this wouldn't even be possible without that guy. I mean, it would just it's a tough swing.
Well,
Yeah.
as they say, it takes a village. I mean, here,
It does.
let's look at something that's completely insane. All of the street whatever events that go on at the Grove that all started with Tough. Can you believe that?
Oof. He can.
I'm just being honest. I'm being 100% honest. This is going back to
Oh, boy.
1999, but
We got to stay in the
credit
present
where
time
it's
now.
due.
Come on.
between him and Ray Drew at the time, Ray Drew's the one who let us do it. But
Yeah.
I mean, he's the one that eventually, basically got this whole ball rolling from a, drop. So,
Dylan and Jasper brought up a good point. So I agree with you guys.
Media.
Standing on your feet all day long, all night long.
Your feet are throbbing.
I mean, when I go to H-Town, I'm literally on my feet from like 8 o'clock in the morning until we get done to like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning.
That's insane. Limpy, anybody can light a flashlight. Just click.
Well, I know.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah.
I used to fucking think so until I seen a couple people do it, and I was like, boy, was I fucking wrong.
Yeah, that's another thing. Jasper and Dylan bring up good points about media too. Like, you guys got to have a backbone made out of steel, because people are fucking just ruthless, man.
And you got
before you leave the parking lot, you're already being hit up for video footage already.
Yeah.
and you gotta
or on the way home, left 5 minutes after leaving. So I'm telling you.
And as the people put on the race, you got to take care of your media. You got to be good to them. You got to give them the resources they need, that sort of thing. And for the racers, the fans and whatnot, they got to understand that the media, nobody really is concerned about the media till afterwards, and then they want to see the footage. Well, don't be a dick to the guy taking the footage at the race, and you'll get footage after the race. That's kind of how that works.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I think a lot of people look at the media for the wrong reasons too. Everybody wants that picture of their car doing a wheelie somewhere,
right?
Just to show that this is what they're doing.
They need
Look
that
at
clout.
me, that sort of thing.
Yeah, that clout.
We used to joke back in the day that people would enter COTS just to say they were entered in. Like, they had no intention of racing. They just wanted to say they were in. I got the sticker, or whatever the hell the case may be, that sort of thing. They want to be seen.
Yeah. But definitely challenges, in every avenue, even for the racers, media, running the events to flagging, But
Dylan brings up a good point.
Oh boy, here we go.
Highlight this one. Let's talk about people cropping off watermarks. Woo! That's
oh boy, that's fighting. I know that's about.
You don't do that. And actually, I don't know. I've done it with Dylan, but fortunately, we've had a good media presence up there for a long time. And I don't know what your policy is, Mike. I just know that I'm pretty neurotic about watermarks and logos and shit. Like, I don't even like using someone's picture. Like, yeah, go ahead. I'm like, dude, give me a logo or something. It's just like a personal thing. Somebody took and edited a picture. I can't even take it practically.
Yeah.
So,
I think from the media standpoint, as from the photographer, I think that they 110% deserve to have a watermark on their picture.
Absolutely.
And you'll see these racers and guys on the internet get pissed off when they have a watermark. Like, for instance, everybody knows, well, I don't know if Happy and Limpy do, but Alan Smith, his watermark is kind of very faintly through the picture on a diagonal.
Well, yeah, it's an actual watermark.
Exactly, right.
By definition, a watermark goes across the whole image.
Right,
so
and people got pissed. There was a couple of people that got pissed at him for doing that. Well, if you respect the photographer, then, you would hit them up and see, like, hey, look, how can I get this picture from you? Right, yeah, like, can I get it on a JPEG or something like that? Let me pay you for your time, because at the end of the day, those cameras aren't cheap.
No, they're not. Oh my gosh,
those guys are putting a ton of money into their program, just as a racer puts into their program to be better. So
it's right there. I'm going to tell you that much for sure.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think who it was.
No, actually, I want to go back if you don't mind, Trent.
Yeah, what's up?
Sunlight, things have changed for photographers. It's harder. Back in the days, people make money and people wanted prints, and it's such a digital world now. You
got the cell phone media you got to contend with.
Well, not even just that. Some of these photographers take fabulous pictures, like Dylan, for example. And Tremont Allen and others, and things have changed. I used to be able to get prints; people wanted them, and it's not like that, and they need to get paid for their time. And I think it's fair that they get something for the digital prints that you put everywhere and you post everywhere. You want that wheelie? Don't you think that it's fair that they get a little something?
Right.
They're out there putting their time and standing there all day just for.
Well, and specifically, if you want that photo clean without logos or watermarks, I don't think it's unreasonable to say, okay, you have to buy it. Not everybody's going to be like Dylan said. He wants to do it as a hobby. Hey, that's awesome. But I know
Yeah.
there are a lot of guys out there that they're trying to at least, pay for their efforts or whatever. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Let's cover our gas. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I think one of the guys, I can't remember who it was, but he had gotten a really good picture of a racer a number of years ago. And I think he charged him for the raw file for like $50 or something. He gave him the raw file, the JPEG. Here you go, everything. And if obviously, if you know photos, if you have a raw file, you can make a big ass print with that thing.
Oh yeah.
$50 for this amazing shot he got of the car leaving the line. Dude, this guy spent more than $50 on Buffalo Wild Wings after the track. Like, come on. So,
Yeah, like
it's,
if Trent knows who he is, there's a photographer, Dominic D'Amato.
that's actually what I was talking about.
Yeah,
I just forgot the racer whose it was.
Yeah, he does a very, very good job, and he's done a ton of photo shoots for magazines and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, he's very top of the game. Absolutely.
Yeah, and the way he does it, and I don't remember the exact site that he uses, but he'll upload, if he shoots a event, he'll upload it to a website, and you can't save it off the website.
Right, you can't right-click it.
You have to hit him up and buy, whether it's just a hard print or whatever like that, from him. So
yeah, I don't think it's Photo Bucket.
I don't think so. Yeah, I forgot what it was.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I have something like that.
Very true, Jasper.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have a new website. On our website, we're going to have photos where you can actually purchase the prints and the raws on our webpage. Actually, we're trying to change it this year to make it easier for everybody, and the people who shoot for us at all the different tracks, because we have photographers in different parts of the country this year, and we're having teams in different parts. So we're going to have footage available where they can make their own prints and do what they want right from our website.
And actually, Jasper, you'll get a kick out of this a little more nostalgia. The first one or two cuts, but we didn't allow media. We didn't want any pictures of it out because we were trying to keep it quiet. Now it's a whole different game. It's a different atmosphere and I look back and I just laugh. I'm like, what the fuck are we thinking? I'm like, how, you can't grow an event without media. Like, it was just, I mean, it was a neat intention at the time, but looking back, it's just like, oops.
yeah, that was back
Whoopsie.
in the invite only $500 buy-in type days.
Yep, that's exactly what it was. Exactly, but I think back then, because there wasn't a lot of it out there. You got the word of mouth. Like, the word of mouth was crazy, especially when we had the whole spectator thing down there, and it got moved up to the Grove, and then the floodgates came in, and it took off from there. But again, it's a long time ago. It's a much different game now. Without media.
Yeah, I hear you. I agree with you about that. I mean, we all need to work together. It's a different year this year when it comes to sponsors, race entries. What is fair asking for pictures and video for events. You want to see your car and stuff. It's a little bit different this year. We all got to think about, maybe are we keeping our buy-ins a little bit lower? Are we just selling the raws instead of trying to sell prints, and so everybody can make their own stuff to help everybody out? Because everybody's spread so thin and so many events everywhere, I just got to think about those things a little bit.
Love them raw.
Yep.
I thought I said in the walls. Like, Jasper, holy crap. Like, that's not a picture I'd want, but okay.
That's very true.
Yeah.
A good video and a good picture can do that for sure.
That's a badass spot too.
Yeah.
Was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did it get cleaned up or what?
I got
Dipped?
Little bump action.
it got some dips and some speed bumps.
Damn it.
Random sprinklers.
Yeah, that was a cool ass place.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
All right, guys. I think we're gonna wrap it up for the night. I want to thank all of you guys. Definitely, events you guys want to go check out are the MKE Real Street Takeover, guys. This is a party, a good time, lots of betting going on, and just lots of fun. Streeties you're going to get at a track. So I'm going to say that much. And in addition to that, too, same type of event. And it's great having both of them on together because I think that the cash days and MKE are very similar events that you guys both should support. I think they're the place to definitely be. I think they're going to have good turnouts and good payouts, and they're just a good time in general. So there's
I'm
two of my
excited.
two of my favorite races that I'm excited for is for the Kentucky Cash Days and for the MKE event for sure.
I'm gonna try my hardest to get my car done to come to that one. If not, I'll at least come and spectate.
Come on.
Come
Come down
on
and give
with
me
it.
a hand too. Shit. You know how to
Dude,
shit's rough.
I don't know. Hey, Mike, I don't know how often you're going to the track these days. But I will tell you this is it's weird after you run events for a while. If you have done this before, please stop me. But if you run events for a while, you don't get a chance to go to the track very often. You go to the track and you don't work. You're just there to watch.
I
and you're
still end up doing something. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I mean, imagine a couple times if you just go to just watch and you look around,
Just sit
and you're
down
like,
on the wall and be like,
you're like
"Oh."
fidgeting. You're like, I should be doing something right now.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild.
Yeah, yeah, it's a good time, and with Limpy coming, this actually might give me my chance to actually drive my own car in MKE. So
That'd be
Maybe
awesome.
maybe. So I'll have to see how
There
everybody
you
else
go.
feels about that. I know
you'll
people
have
get
to
weird
let me
about
know
that
if I'm
shit.
allowed in the gate.
That's yeah. I don't see
Camouflage.
why
Fuck
not.
no. Fuck no.
There's a little history going on right now, and I don't
Yeah.
want to be too
Mm.
presumptuous about that.
To answer Dylan's question, yes, I am definitely going to try and travel some more this year. It's always been a plan, so we'll see.
Oh, come join us down there for sure.
Hell
We're
yeah.
all gonna have a
I'm
good, we're gonna have a
definitely
good time
going to-
together.
Definitely going to Kentucky.
Awesome.
I don't know about Texas.
I can
What's wrong
tell you
with
one
Texas?
thing I'm going to do that
What's
I
wrong
haven't
with
done
Texas?
before.
Nothing. I'm gonna sleep in your front lawn.
Is that goat fucking?
Yeah.
Hey, we're having a party down in Texas. I don't know what you're
Yeah.
talking about.
What size boots do I need to bring?
Oh God, no. I will say this: if I travel, I think I'm going to do something different. I may actually bring the camera that I'm looking at right now, but that's what I bought it for. I might actually try taking pictures and see if I can do anything with it, not for fun money or nothing, just to see if I can take a picture with the shit. Give me something else to do, otherwise I'll start fidgeting.
Hey Brian, when are you releasing those hoodies?
So I'm doing pre-orders now for the hoodies. So we're taking orders now, and we're looking to get those together within the next 2 to 3 weeks. So we've got a few that have snuck out a little bit here and there. So maybe a lucky one. But we are taking pre-orders right now as we speak. On that, they're $45 for the hoodie. They are the thick ones. So they
What's
are
the biggest
good
size you
hoodies.
got? You got fat boy size?
You got one coming. You're good.
Oh, I did. Okay.
We you got we have sizes up between 5X and anything going below that, and we got a special one just for Limpy. So
Hell
it's on its way. And we'll have t-shirts if you don't want a hoodie. We got t-shirts for the warmer climates out west, down south. $25 for the t-shirts, $6 for shipping. We appreciate you guys' support. It really helps us this year. As things are kind of tight, and we appreciate it very much. And also, I don't know if you guys know, but you see some changes coming from MSK. We also have a Midnight Street channel, and so it's more of our street action. You guys will see him live and doing stuff. And Limpy,
put that back up there.
Meet for Happy.
Put that back up there. I think. Look at that. That kind of
That's
looks
a
like
good looking guy.
That looks like the red dragon that I seen in Arizona.
Oh my God. I have a question, Brian. Are you ever going to sleep again or what?
Recently I've had a chance to sleep a little bit, but pretty soon I'll have no time for sleep.
Hey, my name's
I'm
Brian
a
Bowie.
workaholic.
I have a YouTube
I sleep
channel.
3 to 4.
Now I have 3 YouTube channels. Like you
Oh,
have so many Facebook and YouTube channels going. You're not going to do with yourself.
I got a shout out to Mike and Tabitha. Mark and Tabitha for doing editing now. They've really helped pick up the workload. You guys are going to see a lot more content. So people are talking about how we get involved in building race cars and doing that. But you guys are going to see more of that on our channel. There's a couple people that we're following. Happy is one of the ones that we're doing a build. We're going to release that shortly of his build as we go through and onto the streets. Jasper and what they're doing out of their garage. You see in our Tech Sunday, we have a series coming out from over there. And also Mark Mosier doing his streets action as well. We got some new footage coming out. You're going to like what you guys what's coming out of that. We're doing some editing right now as we speak. So this is a new series shows are going to come out through our channel. We'll be following a couple of the racers. I am trying to build my car, but as much as I'm traveling, as much as I want to do, I want to do a nice 6-liter with a nice big single turbo and convert my car. I don't know if I'll be able to get it done and make it happen through the season. We'll have that, throughout time what we're doing with that car. You'll probably see more of that next year. So you will as much this year about my car, but you may see me racing some other vehicles. You might be surprised when I pop in. So, but definitely looking forward to keeping it live and, changing things around here a little bit. Letting you see stuff that you guys want to see. We appreciate your comments and your feedback too, please. Stuff you guys want to see. I've been racing all my life and in the streets, and I'm just thankful you guys support us, and I appreciate you guys for being here, for Happy, Mike, Limpy and Trent. You guys have all been supporting me, Jasper, and I'm thankful for all you guys and Mark.
I appreciate you.
So we're going to continue to give the love and do what we can this year. I'm going to be working a lot harder. There's 3 of us editing now, and I might be looking for a 4th. But we're really going to change things as the TV network is coming through this week. We're going to have a subscribe link where you guys can subscribe to the RPM network. That will help us continue to bring you more content. So we appreciate you guys supporting that and helping us with that. We finally did get monetized on YouTube. So we want to thank all you guys who's been supporting us just to get to there. So it may not be much, but for us, it's a big win, and we're really thankful for you guys. I mean, it's huge. So I just really do, as much as we'll be driving. So
yeah, that's huge.
Go buy an RV.
I was planning that, but I'm going to wait a little bit. We just have so much going on this year.
You and me both.
Yeah. Like gas prices are going to be this year, and the prices of fuel and everything.
It's
it just
rough right now.
We can't.
Holy.
Like when we do MKE, me and Michelle, we can't go anywhere without bringing the dog with, because he can't.
Oh, Billy?
He can't be at home. Oh yeah, that big oaf.
Billy, the mascot.
Yeah, so he has to come with us, and thankfully last year we were able to have the RV and stuff that we were able to borrow and stuff. So I mean that was huge, because he could just relax in there, AC's on blast, and he's happier than shit.
I kind of want to do with my kids. Actually, it's convenient. Just go stay in the RV.
Yeah. Well, and it's nice. I mean, like I didn't have to leave the track. I stayed there. So
yeah, dude, staying in the track is a game changer.
It is.
It's a total game changer. Like
I sleep in the truck
at the track, but then I sleep in my car at the track.
I was gonna say I sleep in the truck a lot. I got an air mattress I put in the back seat.
Oh,
that's how hard I go.
I've
done that many times.
Yeah, we were talking about either trying to figure out an RV situation or like one of those pull behind campers or something.
One of my
sponsorship.
No, some of my guys have actually got a pull behind camper, which I'm very thankful. That's something I might have to look at too, is getting a better truck that can tow and maybe getting a camper, something more affordable and for my guys and stuff. Some of the tracks have been nice and actually giving campers to us and offered to us now.
That's nice.
Some of the events, and I'm really thankful for some of the guys too as well. So I'm real thankful to anybody that really helps us out, because I'm telling you, it's rough driving, not sleeping, standing on your feet all day, and trying to sleep in a truck. It's rough out there.
Absolutely.
So, but I do it because I love everything and support everybody, and we do it for all you guys out there, and all the racers, man. So just
everybody talks about loud generators at the track. How that's rude, right? I learned a number of years ago that bringing a sleeper truck and letting it idle overnight while you sleep in it, also rude. I was at St. Louis announcing gig years ago. They don't like the governor probably enough. What do?
Jasper.
Yeah. Here they have a contest about I think they give away money for sponsor classes or whatever for whoever has the loudest generator.
Oh my god, that could get out of hand in a hurry.
Yeah, you'll see Limpy at GLD when you come up. I mean, there's some generators louder than damn cars.
Oh boy,
my buddy's won it 2 years in a row at XRP 1 year. He's won it 2 years in a row.
Probably got like one of them old Chrysler V8 powered like 250K generators.
I'm very thankful for
we won the loudest generator again.
I'm very thankful for my sponsor who actually got us a generator. Is actually pretty quiet, actually. So
Yeah,
shout out
that's
to
awesome.
Jasper, we can
Michigan
actually
Power.
pull that off at Great Lakes. There's that little like entertainment building next to
Oh
the
yeah.
food stand.
Jasper, hook it up for when I
I'll
come
make
to
I'll make
Ana
some phone calls. I'll
Daga-
work on that.
Dago.
It's got a stage already and everything.
Oh, there we go. We got to
And
work
it's got
something
a
out on
barn.
that.
It's got a barn there too.
Oh, there you
What do
go.
they call it? The pavilion or something? I forget.
There you go.
Yeah.
That is, yeah.
There's a name for it.
Yeah, the
Jasper, hook
pavilion.
that up when I come to Ana Daga.
On a Dago, yeah.
Dago.
Onondaga. Hey, fucking get off of me.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. I think we're rambling. It's time to go, Brian.
Yeah. I hear you guys. I definitely agree with you guys. But thank you guys. I appreciate all the support. You guys all making this happen, and we promise you even better stuff coming out this year. And I thank you for your patience and support Limpy. You know, he always needs support. Support Happy. Support Mike down here at his event. Please come out to our event, Double Chaos. It's my first time doing an event. I'm trying to make it kind of a sketchy track, so I appreciate you guys coming out there.
May the
Promise
Lord
me,
have mercy on your soul.
well, it's my first experience, so I'm gonna learn. So real quick.
Yeah.
Don't worry. It's really easy, Brian. Even a 2-year-old could do it.
Man, as much work it takes doing this promoting, getting things out. Oh my gosh! Plus editing, plus everything else I'm doing, dude. I couldn't do it if it wasn't for
Fucking job, man.
Mark and for Tabitha coming on and helping you editing. I'm telling you, it's insane the amount of work you got to do. So hats off to all you guys for everything you guys do. So hey, it's going to be a great year. Let's have some great races and some rock and roll this year. We're getting ready for. We're going to be out in
Beavis?
Arizona over here. I guess we'll be doing burnouts around the corner and then driving up with rocks on our tire. But hey,
That sounds
that should be a good
what was
time.
that?
sketchy at all.
Repeat that?
They're doing burnouts around the corner because it's at airstrips. They don't want the burnouts on the airstrip.
Yeah, they got to burn out and then drive to the
start line.
To the start line.
Oh, that ought to be interesting.
That's gonna be
Kid,
wild.
Hey, Mike,
be
what was it
interesting.
you were Mike? What was it you were telling me a while back? We were talking about promoting and stuff like that. I think you said my phone is melting, right?
Oh yeah.
Pretty much sums it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Between dropping the
Olivia, what are you doing?
I
I
just
got
have to
notice
send y'all the
I got
video
notice
later.
Dude, speaking of video, my new video from Vegas will be uploaded sometime tonight.
Where can
Nice.
they find that? Limpy.com.
No, on YouTube. You search Limpy or I think it's DFWSS is my YouTube page.
That's your YouTube, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna love his video. He's got a new 4K 360 camera too, and he's
I
really
didn't use
getting.
Those cameras are badass.
The 360 cameras are sick.
Yeah.
It really changed your game. You really made some changes, Limpy, and really love what you're doing, man.
And too bad I didn't use it this time because I don't know why I didn't use it.
We're all waiting patiently, like, wow, why didn't you use it?
I was waiting.
Brian, you have a similar camera to that, don't you? The
Yeah, we use
360 GoPro or whatever.
we use GoPros. We have a couple of them that we use.
The 360s are just sick. You can like watch it pan. It's
It
like
makes-
there he
nice-
goes.
Best thing ever. So
Fucking
happy
sick.
about those cameras.
What
But
can Limpy? You need help, dude. What are you doing?
All right, if you got time, go to YouTube and look up the Whitakers.
The Whitakers?
The
And that's what
Whitakers.
Limpy's doing.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah, yeah.
family. They're out of
Sounds like he's
Virginia.
fucking Beavis.
Yeah, and that's the only
sounds
word
like-
one guy knows. That's his whole vocabulary.
He's got one tooth too, or what?
I think he keeps it in his pocket.
Oh,
But it
thank
is,
you, David. I appreciate it.
It is
Thank you.
amazing. You got to watch the Whitakers.
Hey, I'm reading the comments on the side here. Justin Cruz. Just remember one thing. Don't ever say this or nothing because eventually you're
Jasper
going to get
knows.
nothing. And you'll be like, well, now what do we do? Always got to support.
All right. Well, we appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Planet 13 hit hard now, let me tell you.
Oh, you guys had some fun, huh?
You wake up in someplace different than you started, that sort of thing.
Let me just tell you,
yeah.
no,
that's true. Streets are
Limpy went to sleep and he didn't wake up for a long time. And I woke up, I went,
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh. Oh boy.
Dylan goes, I can't see what that says. Hold on.
Good shit.
I can't wait to get back and join you guys on the road again, man.
I can't.
I miss you
don't know-
guys.
I don't know how in the hell I made it
I don't
to the
either.
room. To the room.
It sounds like you
I'm
guys
glad
need
Ken-
GoPros when you go out.
I swear
glad
we
Ken-
do.
Oh,
I'm
it's
glad
a
really
good
do.
time. That's all I
I'm
gotta
glad
say. I
Kenzie-
miss it.
You guys
Kenzie
make
was
the
my
greatest
lifesaver.
YouTube
She was
ever.
like, I was like, God dang, how am I going to make it?
Fucking Dylan. Yeah. If you know, you know.
Dude.
Unless you don't know.
Oh,
Yep.
oh, boy.
I still haven't opened that package yet, but I might tonight.
I cracked mine open.
Oh, you did?
Oh boy.
Is it good?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like the other one?
I feel like I need one of those.
Yeah. It works.
Okay.
It works.
Yeah.
I just hear Beavis and Butt every time you do that.
And that's
Totally.
what it
Remember
reminds me of, too.
the Whitakers, you gotta look, dude, you
It's unreal.
Dude,
It
it's
really
unreal.
is. It's unreal.
and then after you watch that, hopefully my video will be uploaded for in the morning so y'all be able to watch
there you go.
the vlog for the Vegas trip.
Awesome. Look forward to it.
Yeah, but you just violated the rule of Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah.
No.
Limpy's like, fuck that, I gotta vlog
I see what
just
that
saying
was.
a little bit of what happened in Vegas, and that ain't even telling.
No, dude, you gotta
hardly
watch the
anything.
video.
Yeah.
Just like Dianetics. You have questions, read the book.
We got to
There you
film
go.
when we go out. We got to.
All right, appreciate it, Dylan.
All right, guys. So, yeah, go check out his video in the morning. You guys will love that. Great way to start your day.
Yeah.
I would say it's always a good time when you're with these guys. Okay, I have a
Yeah.
blast. So,
Relive it in all of its glory.
oh boy. All right, guys. For the final time. Peace
Yeah.
out.
Yep.
Mike
Thanks,
and Brian,
man.
I gotta talk to you guys when we get done.
I didn't do it.
Okay. All right. So I can't fuck Trent and leave.
No, you can. We're still on. Hurry up.
Oh. All right. No, I thought you said you need to talk to us after we leave.